everyone, and thanks for joining us again here at Dice Commando. This is our final from today's Saturday Standard here at Gongaii Games in Portland, Oregon. On our left we have Andrew, who's playing Mandalorian Maul on the Outer Rim Outpost, and on the right we have Chris, who we saw in round 1. He's playing Yoda Ayla. He's on the Salt Flats. Yoda should get this, does so handily. We are playing, on the Salt Flat, so Andrew will take 2 shields, likely go on Maul. Alright, and Chris will get us started. So do remember the Salt Flats can turn a leader to any side or blank a die. Leads with Ayla. Money, money, money. Andrew comes in with Maul. Rolls the 2s. Right, Chris pays 1 with Disciplined Mind. Remove a 2, and Andrew throws 1 across the table at Ayla. It's a risky first choice. The problem, obviously Yoda should be the target, but the problem with going after him is if he starts putting on shields and you're sinking him. Alright, Andrew throws a 3 in on the power action. Not a bad start for him. Alright, 1 for R2, get the special chain going, as well as the card draw. So we do see Andrew also had a Fear and Dead in hand that time, but he was not able to get it off. Alright, power actions the Mando for 1 into Ayla. So Chris has already taken 8 damage. Alright, Mando rolls 1, not worth controlling that with Retribution on the field. R2 comes in, hits a 1. Andrew does have a Forsaken in hand, so he shoots, that way he enables the Forsaken. So Ayla only has 4 hit points remaining. Alright, here comes Yoda. A resource and a shield, so all the money in the world. But Chris will definitely want to re-roll because he has to try to play catch up here. Yeah, so Andrew goes ahead and forsakes, even though it's not big value there. Yep, gets it off the table, and then that allows Chris to Salt Flats, turns to the 3. Andrew doubts it. Alright, takes a shield. That's pretty good value. And it will be Chris's action now. Good value for Andrew is what I mean. That leaves him with 3 resources on the board. I think Andrew'd like to see Chris take these 3 resources. He'll take the ramp just to basically time walk a turn. Yep, so Chris takes the 3 resources. That'll help him get something down, but I think both players are happy with the resources. Andrew definitely won that round without a doubt. Right, Chris pays 1 for defensive stance for 2 shields. I'll just help him clear out his hand a little bit as well. Pays another 1 for, Yoda's. That gives a shield to Yoda. Pointing out the shield there. And then it taps for another resource. At least it's just letting him burn his hand. Alright, so now Chris will go in with 4 resources, which is going to end up on something big on Yoda here, more than likely, assuming he draws what he needs. Alright, so Andrew will get us started. Andrew now has Salt Flats at his disposal, but again, reminder that Yoda and Yoda's lightsaber have no blanks. So, alright, Maul coming out, resource, and the 2. I think there's an Ataru strike in the bottom of Chris's hand there. Alright, Luke's training and pays 1, so he'll play spot 2, and then it plays an ability, so that'll blank the Neiman when it comes in. You can blank a character upgrade die, so he blanks Maul there. That only cost him 1 with Luke's training. Alright, there's the power action. The blank gets rolled into... Oh, that's a hard call. Alright, Andrew drops Dooku Saber to re-roll, and whiffs. So missed Maul power action there. That lets Ayla come in with a blank and 2 indirect. All right, Andrew, power. Oh, that's nice. Power actions deals 1 to Ayla, but more importantly, that's the dagger. The dagger can start doing some shield stealing there. All right, Andrew brings in his Mando after R2 came in on the disrupt. Chris may crush the resource here. All right, Yoda coming in with some pretty good dice there. That's a roll. That's 7 damage on the table. Well, 9 technically, but 7 direct damage. All right, Andrew picks up, discards a reroll. 3. All right, does a 2 indirect first. Andrew won't. Oh, he does. He puts it on the commando. Okay, yep. So Andrew knows he's going to lose his Mando, so he actually swings 4. He sucks the shield from Ayla, but actually then swings at Yoda. And that's actually a really good play. But he is also forecasting, yeah, so he puts the 3 into Ayla, so that puts him in active cruelty territory. So if Chris sniffs it out, he'll crush, but then Andrew will be able to take the resource. So I think Chris's Ayla is toast here. Andrew, because we haven't seen Andrew's hand, he may be bluffing the act, but getting the shields off was really good heads-up play to prevent the Ataru. And sucking the shield also, of course, puts the Mando just out of reach. So, all right, there's a whiff. Does get the disrupt again, but yeah, Andrew's gonna, yep, it's gonna act, put down Ayla. That's 1 unblockable. Yep, and then gets to discard 1. Gets his dagger. All right, drops the Ataru to reroll. It's his last shot at it. There's a kill. And again, none of those out there have a blank. So Andrew takes the resource. So highly likely the Mando's going down here. Yeah, that's what Chris is thinking about. He's thinking about if he wants to go for it or not. He also has to be worried about that dollar on Andrew's side of the table from a control standpoint. But so he's going to use the R2 special. So he'll flip a die. He goes Neiman to 2, and then draws a card. Andrew claims up. So will he kill the Mando and leave Maul? So I think he's doing the math, but okay. So he's dealing 4, takes 3 net, and then the 5 remaining. It's actually an overkill, but yep. So he overkills. Dagger redeploys over to Maul. All right. So Maul's power action at this point. Remember, Maul does have to hit 2 characters, so Maul's power action is kind of off, but Andrew's ahead on the damage rate, so it may not actually be off. Andrew may be willing to do the damage to himself just to put it into Yoda. All right, so we're going to the next round. Chris has 5 resources. Andrew has 3. Salt Flats is useless for Andrew at the moment. All right, so yep, Maul coming in. All right, doesn't roll great. Chris pays 1-2 for Jedi Saber. That's a good way. He'll put 2 shields on Yoda. Oh, nice play. So Andrew's going to conflict it for 1, so he'll re-roll the Maul resource. If it hits damage, he does 2 damage, which it does. All right, so now Chris has big problems. He just lost his shields, and he's looking at 4 damage. It pays 1 for defensive stance, puts 2 right back on. And does Andrew swing, or does he try to pile up and get the shield steal. Yep, drops to re-roll, whiffs on the dagger. Right, one for Lothwolf, so Yoda coming in with one additional shield. Andrew's going to have to take off, if we have a Yoda character die roll, Andrew's going to have to take off shields for Ataru. Now that did not happen. So that does give Andrew an extra action. Alright, drops DM, re-rolls. Gets the, there, he got it. Oh, but motive right back at him, so it's either going to whiff or... Yep, gets it. So now Andrew will swing to one net through the shields. And now Andrew's going to have to take his beating. The Jedi lightsaber does have a blank on it, currently showing a shield. Alright, so 2 focus. The special on Neiman, that is. And Yoda's 3, I assume. Yep, Yoda's 3. Alright, motives for melee, I'm sure. Alright, it's a shield, so it stays in, but that will allow... I mean, Neiman's still out there, so... So, yep, exactly. He resolves specials. So Neiman first, go to, I assume, the +2. Up, and then the 3. And then he'll be able to throw one under the shields, because that's unblockable. No shield on Yoda to remove. I don't think he would anyway. Yep, so there's Salt Flats blanks the dagger. Or the saber, sorry. Alright, but there it is. So Andrew's going to take 5. He'll probably just claim, which he does. Chris is going to get a card draw, and he'll flip to the +2 and throw a net 3 after the shields there. Yep, 3 under the 5 total, 3 under the shields. So we have another Jedi saber. Nice. Alright, so that'll take us into possibly the final round, but not necessarily. Yoda can become quite the beast here with his shield side, so. And we've only seen now one Neiman, so y'all always could possibly have the Neiman overwrite for Neiman, right? But Andrew has 3 resources out, so he could pulse cannon or... Nope, he's just going to bring in Maul. Alright, there's 4, and there's a shield suck out there as well. So Chris is going to have to pull that dagger off. Oh, he does not. He doesn't have anything for it. He's bringing in Yoda. Yep, so he's going to take an effective 5. Oh, that's a good swing with Yoda. Alright, but that's only 3. Yep, so he'll take the shield first, resolving the dagger. And then 1 through, 1 net. And then 2. That'll put him at 1 shy. So Andrew can, here's the situation we're talking about. Andrew can potentially power action if he hits damage. He would kill Yoda and not himself, even though Maul would still take the damage. So Chris needs to take, he doesn't have any shields showing, but I do see a pacify in his hand, so that can potentially save him. Yep, he does. Alright, so he pulls Yoda off the table. Gives him 2 shields. Alright, yep, that'll do it. Andrew acts, that'll go underneath the shields, that'll put Yoda down. So Andrew will take the tournament today. Nicely done. If you like what we're doing here on the Dice Commando channel, please show your support with a like and a subscribe. Please remember to keep all comments civil and constructive, and to help us continue to grow this amazing community. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.
Hey guys, this is Braven. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go Commando.